So I heard that your generation drank less. Is this not the case?
From who? Who said that?
I don't know, like the news, the data.
Or is it because everyone's smoking weed more?
I don't know the answer to that. Do you not? Okay, so are people?
I don't know if I.
Are people drinking more? Maybe it's Ireland. Are people drinking more there than in New York City?
I don't know. I think.
Does Gen Z drink less?
I don't know if that's true. I definitely think that there's like, well, okay, I'm going to say this, but this is not like a my generation thing. I do think there is like there's a lot more drug cultures now. You know?
Think so?
I think so, but I think it's maybe not more than there was before, because I know like in like the 80s there was like a lot of, shit going on or whatever.
Right.
So like I can't really say that it's more or less like that. But like we definitely like people will substitute, I think.
Sure.
And use like other like harder drugs. Maybe, and so then they're drinking less alcohol, but like I don't really know, because I know a lot of people who mix, and that's really not smart.
Okay,
that's
so
really not smart.
I found some data.
Yeah.
And what has increased is the percent of college age people that don't drink at all.
Interesting.
So the ones that drink maybe like drink the same amount, but the ones that don't drink at all has increased from 20% to 28%. Yeah.
But I beg it, like, are they doing nothing instead? Or are they just like absent from all types of?
Unclear. It just says they're teetotalers. I don't know what that.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I know a couple kids who don't drink.
Yeah.
Like at all. Like zilch. But they still go out.
Right. I mean, this thing on BBC.com says all risky practices are going down.
I don't think that's true.
And that young people are more risk averse in general. I don't know.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't think
that's true.
Okay.
No, I think.
I mean, you're the one on the ground, right? I'm just like seeing all this as an outsider.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not
like,
speaking from personal experience, but like secondhand encounters, like, I don't know. I just don't think that like young people are going to be young people. I don't think there's anything more or less different than that about any other generation who experimented.
Yeah. Sure.
And had a party culture,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
part of the experience,
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Do I feel like I missed out on life because I didn't do stuff like that? Should I feel like that?
I don't know if I would say you should feel like you missed out, but you just didn't have that experience.
That's right.
Feel whatever way about that with what you will,
I feel nothing about it.
Okay, so then you're chilling.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It's all about how you feel about it. Like, yeah, I don't think it really matters. Like, so.
Dude, there's a lot of stuff on the internet about how Gen Z is not drinking as much. Like with like real studies backing them up.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, fair enough. I guess that's just not what I feel, and maybe it's just not what I see, because like I don't see like.
Yeah, exactly, because you're in it, right? You don't know what it was like before or something.
Yeah.
And I don't really know what it was like before either, because I didn't have like that sort of stage in my life, for better or worse. So you
Yeah.
had some like assignment.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So I was
That was going to
stressing.
turn into a slideshow that you were going to give to us.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. It
Okay.
is the slideshow is due next week.
Okay.
Ooh. The slideshow is next week. And before then I thought I had to take a home exam last week, but it turns out they moved the date. So now it's not until this upcoming week. Which really sucks because this is the one week of the semester that I don't have classes, except I have a take-home exam.
Why do you have classes?
It's called Reading Week. So it's supposed to, well, now they call it Reading and Assessment Week. And so it's basically like, well, what it used to be was that it was the week before your midterm assignments were due.
Yeah.
So you'd spend that time reading and writing, editing, drafting.
Mm-hmm.
And then submitting them in the following week. So it usually falls in the center of the term, like week 6. But this year it's week 7. And now they sneakily changed it to reading and assessment week so that the university can put assessments during that time.
Oh, so they
I have an assessment
combine
during
the
that
2
time.
weeks together, essentially.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not really no longer just a reading week where you don't have classes. You also have assignments to do.
Yeah.
So that's kind of shitty. But
I mean, I
yeah.
guess.
Well, yeah,
but you
it
don't
was
have
like,
class.
Well, yeah, but it's so this take-home exam I have is 3 days long. So usually what I'd be doing during reading week is doing whole days at the library.
Mm-hmm.
Drafting up, researching, doing this, doing that for the assignment due the next week. Because
Yeah.
I'd be able to do a whole day studying one subject.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'd be doing that anyway, but like now I just have to really get it done. And I'm not going to do anything on a Monday because it's Halloween. So that's not going to happen.
I mean, let's be real.
Let's
Not
be real.
for
It's
the
not going to
whole
happen.
day. You know, the
I guess I
fun
could
stuff for
figure out
Halloween isn't going to start until later.
Yeah, I guess I could. Actually, I need to find green dye. I don't really know where to find green dye. This is the thing, Michael. You know how we were talking last week about how, like, what you could buy at, like, grocery stores and stuff? I need to find green fabric dye. Where the fuck do I buy green fabric dye?
I have no idea.
Exactly. Usually you'd be able to buy that kind of stuff at, like, a Michael's.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They don't have a Michael's here.
They don't have, there's not like a craft store.
Actually, I think I might know where one is. Hold on.
People
I'm
don't
gonna
do
actually look at it.
crafts.
Crafts. Hold on. I think
I bet they do. I bet people craft.
Oh my gosh, if they're closed. They closed on Monday. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to see if they're
Why do
open
you need green dye?
Because I have trousers and I need them to be green.
Why do you need them to be green?
For my costume.
Are they white right now?
Awesome. Okay, so they're open tomorrow, so they'll probably have green dye.
So are they white right now?
Yeah, they're like a light tan.
Okay, so they'll like accept the color.
Yeah. Guess what I'm going to be?
I don't know.
Kim Possible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess
You don't
I
know who that is.
I know that show exists. I don't know anything about it.
Wow.
I think maybe it was popular for you, but it's not really
Yeah.
popular anymore. So
Yeah,
kids
that
don't
must
know
be.
about it.
Yeah.
What-
Because her
so what's-
trousers.
What's Kim Possible's deal?
She's like a superhero. She fights crime. She
Fights crime. Does she have superpowers?
She's like a badass. No, she's just like a detective, but also kind of like a
Okay.
ninja and like a crime stopper kind of thing. Actually, I don't even know how to describe her. Kim,
yeah. What's Kim
animated
Possible's
comedy
deal?
adventure television series.
Yeah.
She saves the world from supervillains. She's an
Okay.
average high school cheerleader.
Okay.
They go on secret missions.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Are there like parties and stuff?
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot.
There's a
There's
lot.
a lot. There is a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. So
Is it Halloween a big thing there?
Halloween's a big thing everywhere, dude.
I thought it was bigger in the US.
No, Halloween's a big thing everywhere.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think. I mean, it's big here. I mean, everybody's doing something for Halloween.
Yeah.
Like, people have been dressing up for the past 3 or 4 nights.
Really?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I mean, that's fine, I guess. It's just...
Yeah, it was actually really funny. So we went out last night and we didn't have like a Halloween costume or anything.
Right,
so we
'cause
just
it's not
like put
Halloween.
some, because it's not Halloween, exactly. And me and my flatmate just put on like some clothes or whatever.
Mm-hmm. As you do.
As you do, you know. So she has a black shirt.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
I have a
making
white shirt.
mental picture.
She's wearing a black shirt. I'm wearing a white shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm wearing black pants. She's wearing white pants.
Okay.
She's wearing white shoes. I'm wearing black shoes.
Okay.
I have a black jacket. She has a white jacket.
Okay.
Now, if you think of those side by side, right? I'm majority black with a white top. She's majority white with a black top.
Okay.
We're yin and yang.
That's great.
Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah.
Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah.
Isn't that brilliant? At
you
first,
have
when we looked at each other, I was like, we're newspaper. We're a newspaper, you know, because we're like
Okay.
black and white.
Yeah.
But then I thought of yin and yang, and I was like, oh, that's a great one. Totally unplanned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have photos? Is there photo evidence?
No, they're terrible photos.
Okay.
There is photos, but they're just not very good.
Yeah.
But what's it called? Yeah, we were standing at the line at the bar when I got my one Corona.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl, she did like a beautiful poison ivy costume. Like it was like I think she individually like glued on pieces of leaves to a bodysuit.
Okay. Poison Ivy, like the Batman villain or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And she looked at us, and we were actually chatting to her because she is American or whatever. She's doing her master's. Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
and
blah,
you
blah,
only
blah.
talk to Americans?
Well, no, we just ended up chatting to her, and I was like, wait, are you American? She's like, yeah, I'm in this like small state in between New York and Boston. And I was like, okay, where? Like, where? I'm from like New York. Like, tell me, you know?
This
She's
small
like,
state
oh my-
between New York and Boston?
Yeah. And she's
So
from
what?
Connecticut.
Connecticut?
Connecticut, yeah. I know.
I mean, she could tell you were American, right?
No, I don't think she caught on to that. I don't think
Okay.
she caught on to that, yeah.
Because she could
That's
just
why I
say
was like-
Connecticut.
She could have just said Connecticut. No, I don't think she realized that I was also American. And so we were just chatting. I was like, oh my gosh, I love your costume. Great costume, whatever, right? And she looked at both of us, and she was like, this was at the end of the conversation. She was lovely. So I knew she didn't mean it like she wasn't being nasty or anything at all.
Yeah.
But she was like, but I don't like the fact that you guys aren't wearing a costume. And we said, actually, wait 1 second. We're a yin and yang. And she looks at us and she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't mean to. Da, 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 da. Oh, I didn't even notice. Da, 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 da. And we're like, ha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm sure you guys were great.
It was great. No, it
I'm
was
not on
amazing.
board with this like costume stuff more than one day a week, 1 day a year. Maybe it's because I just have no joy in my life, but I've got another Halloween thing to talk about too. It's going to be another rant. I know you're not paying attention.
I'm not. I'm sorry. Because my flatmate was like, I didn't borrow your black skirt. And I'm like, yes, you did. She's like, yes, continue.
I know, she's the worst. Okay. So when you were a kid and you got a pumpkin to put on your like front porch before Halloween, what did you do with the pumpkin?
Carved it?
Okay. So nowadays, kids paint the pumpkin. Like paint the pumpkin, like paint a face on it or paint some sort of scene on it or something like that instead of carving it. I mean, you can still carve it, but it's pretty common to paint the pumpkin. Like if you go to a Halloween festival that's giving out pumpkins, often like there will be a painting station to paint the pumpkin. This is really good alliteration. So, I mean, I think this is lame because, I mean, this is really minor, but I think this is lame because it takes like this thing of pumpkin, right? Which, when you're done with it, you can compost it, right? Like when you're done with the jack-o'-lantern that's been cut up and carved, you can put it in the compost bin. Turns into dirt, right? But if it's all painted, you can't do that. It's got to go to the landfill.
Yeah.
So
100%.
you've taken this compostable thing and turned it into something that has to be driven to the landfill, which is, in my opinion, super
wasteful.
lame. Yeah. I mean, but your comments. I'd like to hear your comments.
Yeah, I think that was the whole exciting bit about Halloween, you know, was being able to carve the pumpkin.
Well, what if you
really
had
to try?
What if you had gotten to paint the pumpkin?
I mean, I guess, but like I get if you're like painting the pumpkin at like a school thing because like it's probably a safety hazard to have knives.
Yeah.
Like I understand that.
Fair.
But like if you're at home with your family,
yeah,
they can help you carve a pumpkin. Like, are you carving your pumpkins with your kids? You better be.
Yeah, we carved a pumpkin today.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
We'll probably carve another one.
Yeah, I don't get the whole painting the pumpkin. That kind of seems lame.
Yeah, super lame.
Because the whole point of the jack-o'-lantern, right? That's a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, I'm gonna die on this bridge.
Yeah, you gotta put the candle inside the pumpkin. You gotta carve it though to do that. Like and that's why people like make pumpkin seeds. You know, you clean out the inside of the pumpkin because you gotta carve it and all that stuff. Yeah, 100%. No, 100%. That's some like really bad. No.
Yeah, it's super lame.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. Yeah, that's my take. So we carved a pumpkin today.
Mm-hmm. And how did that go? Did they enjoy it?
Well, Enzo didn't seem that interested. Ramona enjoyed it.
Did he want to paint the pumpkin?
No, he did some math homework and then played video games.
No, he did not. Was that your punishment? You were like, if you're not going to paint that pumpkin, go do some math.
No, I mean, he had...
not paint the pumpkin, carve the pumpkin, sorry.
He had legitimate math homework to do, so, I mean, he had to do it.
And so he did it on his own accord.
Yeah, he was like, I got to get this done. Now's a good time.
Wow.
I don't know. That's how he does things.
That's impressive.
I think that's pretty normal.
I don't think that's normal, Michael. In a good way.
Okay, I mean, sure.
You would never catch me doing that.
Really?
At least I don't think so.
I don't know. Your mom used to say that you were like this school perfectionist when you were young.
When I was young.
Did that stop at some point?
I guess. I think at a certain point I learned how to finesse.
Slack off?
Well, yeah, but slack off but still get it done.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a good skill to have, right? You're like maximizing results with minimal work.
Yeah, 100%.
That's an important skill to have, but it's a slippery slope.
Tell me about it.
You have to balance to balance that really well because it'll get out of hand and then all of a sudden you like bullshitted your way for so long that you don't actually know what's going on.
Yeah, no, I've learned in university that there's no bullshit. There's no way to go around it. No way to go around it.
So thanks for listening, everyone. Jesus fuck, Grace.
Oh my gosh, she took the skirt to her parents' house.
I don't care.
I care. What if I wanted to wear my skirt?
You're not going out tonight. Maybe
no,
you are.
Even if no, I'm not.